Hello? Vincent, honey, finally got the deal sealed. I'll be returning home tomorrow. That's great. When are you landing? Probably around 7 p.m. I can't wait to see you. Me too, babe. What was that? I don't know. I'll call you back, Celine. Is anyone there? No. How can you be? Vincent! Vincent, where are you? I've been calling you since this morning. Vincent? Vincent! How did this happen? I don't know. I was away on a business trip for the last week. I spoke to him last night. He was fine. But when I came home, he was no more. Officer, we've inspected the house. There are no signs of break-in. Have you checked the security footage? The footage is foggy. We weren't able to make out much. We've sent it to the lab to get it modified. What was the cause of death? There seems to be no bodily harm. We're suspecting cardiac arrest, or a reaction could also be triggered from paint fume poisoning. This was the last painting he was working on. The residue is wet. Seems like he didn't get far along. Send in the body for an autopsy. Yes, sir. Mrs. Remming, we're trying our best to get to the bottom of this case. Celine couldn't hold the tears as the police took away Vincent's body. She could never imagine one day she'd be separated from him like this. Vincent was an extraordinary artist. His work drew the attention of anyone who passed one glance at it. And that was how they first met. Celine herself had a knack for art, and now and then she would visit art exhibits. There was one particular exhibit. A painting caught her eye. Wow, this is beautiful. Amateur. It's incomplete. There's something missing. Amateur? I'd like to see you paint a beauty like this. Celine was a bit uncomfortable as he wouldn't move his gaze from her. Perfect. Excuse me? That shine in your eyes. That's what's missing. As he crossed over the boundary and took down the painting, Celine was shocked. What are you doing? The security is going to come. Come with me. He took her straight onto stage as he set up the painting and started to change it. And the holly realization suddenly dawned on Celine on who she was speaking with. Vincent Remming, the artist himself. That night at the exhibit, Vincent modeled his unfinished work of art after her, and to say Celine remained his prized possession since. And after 3 years of dating, they decided to get married and move here to Westchester. Away from the city, tucked in the beauty of nature. But Celine was constantly on the travel for her business. And every now and then, she'd be away for weeks. Vincent didn't mind. Rather, when he worked on his projects, he preferred the solitude. But now, Vincent is gone. And all that is left is his legacy. Celine picked up the call to Mr. Johnson, director of the art gallery and a close friend of Vincent. Hello, Robert. I'm so sorry. I called as soon as I got the news. I spoke to him just yesterday, Rob. And now he's gone. Were the police able to figure anything? Not yet. Vincent had been a little distant for the past few months. He stopped calling. We haven't met up in a while. The last painting he exhibited here was almost 6 months ago. He was busy, working on another painting. He wasn't able to complete it. You stay strong, all right? Let me know if you get any news. All right. The rest of the evening went by quietly at the residence. Celine had been desperately looking forward to returning home, and now she was all alone. That night, Celine had a hard time sleeping. She felt so low, so depressed. As she lay on the bed, empty beside her, suddenly, she thought she heard something. She felt someone by the door. Celine turned around to no one. It was probably her imagination, hoping, wishing to see Vincent once more. But when Celine felt the presence again, she got out of bed and hurried to the hall. She couldn't believe her eyes as she saw someone walking towards the gallery. Vincent? Is that you? Vincent, wait! Rushing down the hall, Celine followed the presence until she ran into the gallery. But he was gone. Vincent, please. Please show yourself to me. Why did you bring me here? But there was no response. Heartbroken, Celine sat down by the window and fell asleep in the gallery that night. The following day, Celine got a visit from Officer Galen. "Officer, have the results come in?" "Yes, Mrs. Remming." How did he die?" "There's something I wanted you to see." It seems like he was frightened by something. Exactly. The autopsy reports have shown a high toxicity of alcohol in his blood. He was intoxicated and the scare triggered the heart attack. Wait, what? No. Vincent never used to drink. Was there something going on? What kind of relationship did you have with him? Excuse me? We were happily married. Vincent was happy. He was fine. Mrs. Remming, I know at a time like this, loved ones only tend to remember the best, but perhaps there was something he hadn't told you. Absolutely not. Vincent and I had a very close relationship. There was nothing he would hide from me. All right, if you say so. As Officer Galen left, Celine closed the doors, rather upset. Was there something Vincent was hiding from me? That night, Celine couldn't sleep, wondering about Vincent. Have I been so distant that I don't even know what was going on in his life? Unable to hold the curiosity, Celine got up and went to his gallery again. What did I see that night? Looking at his desk once more, Celine suddenly spotted his journal. Is this what you wanted me to see? She flipped through a number of sketches of models, each dated over the past 3 years. As she flipped over to the last, she found a sketch of a model she'd never seen before. Who is this girl? As Celine looked around, checking the shelves and drawers, she suddenly noticed something on the ground behind the desk. It was a torn chain. This isn't my necklace. Whose necklace is this? Beautiful. Just beautiful. Mariah. She was one of Vincent's many models, but she wasn't quite like the others. Mariah was new to the country. She had traveled here without papers and was searching for a job to get by. That's when she met Vincent. Your eyes are amazing. Thank you. Would you mind if I draw a sketch? I'm Vincent Remming. I'm an artist. Oh, okay. Seeing how helpless Mariah was, Vincent offered her a job to model for him, and Mariah agreed. But what she didn't realize was that accepting this job meant dealing with much more. Vincent was very passionate about his art, and he had a very keen eye for beauty. In his life, he had drawn many beautiful women. But Mariah was different. She was something else. He had never seen a woman like her. Vincent began to experiment with her, bring out and represent the beauty of a woman in every way possible. A mother with a child, a wife holding the hand of her dead husband on the battlefield, a woman seeing her lover marry another man, and much more. Mariah found Vincent quite strange, but she tolerated him. She thought as soon as she made enough money, she would simply leave. But then, one night, Vincent took things too far. Your beauty, it amazes me again and again. Stop. Don't touch me. How do you expect me to resist? You're so beautiful. Mr. Remming, you're married. That night, when Vincent tried to have his way with Mariah, she tried to resist, and things got heated. And in the hustle, Vincent accidentally took her life. Vincent then married Mariah far into the backyard of his property. Mariah was undocumented, and no one knew her, and no one would come to look for her. It was almost complete. After that night, Vincent was distraught. He tried to forget Mariah, but that last painting wouldn't let him be at ease. Out of a strange desire, a few nights later, Vincent decided to complete it. But he never expected his deeds would come back and haunt him. Is anyone there? No. How can you be alive? I'm sorry, Mariah. I couldn't control myself. It wasn't your fault. I was that beautiful. But look what you did to me. You wanted to be with me, and now you will be with me. Celine flinched as a heavy gust of wind blew open the window and toppled over the painting. Hurrying to pick it up, she sighed as she uncovered Vincent's last work of art. This one would remain incomplete forever. Click on the subscribe button and check out more awesome videos on our channel. And don't forget to press the bell icon because you know it's interesting.